I would take an order over there and spend the whole week over there, and then come back the next week and then fill another order, and it's back and forth. They sent the Catholic priest would come over every 2 weeks, and then a Protestant Protestant minister would come over every 2 weeks. So they always had somebody there to do church services, and I could either go with them or whatever. So I was back and forth, and they actually gave me flight pay because I was flying back and forth on it. See, going over there. So I picked up a few extra dollars that way. So what would happen was we were there. It was a year of isolated duty. So when we first started, they were still building everything. So everything was brand new, and it was putting all this stuff together and everything. And everybody was kind of getting their feet on the ground. None of those guys could come to Midway. So there was no women involved with them at all. There was 21 of them. And they did see women for, well, they did, I'll tell you about that. They did see them, but they weren't supposed to see women or anything for the whole year because it was isolated duty. You're there for a year, period. But me, I went back and forth between Midway. So there a lot of dependence on Midway. Navy dependence, Air Force dependence, because you had a small detachment of Air Force because Max Airliner was, because this was before jets, so your airliners that shuttled your people flew them from Japan to Midway to Hawaii to the States. So they would land there and fuel there. So they had, and then they had a small detachment of Marines that ran the brig. So those were the branches of service that you had there. Of course, the Navy, it was a Navy base, so there was a huge detachment of Navy personnel there. Well,
was it 59, 60, 57, 58, 59?
Let's see, I got out in 61, so it'd be 60, 61.
60, 61, okay.
Yeah. So they at that point then, when this was all going on and everything, Midway had not had anything done to it since World War II. So, and it was big. It was, you know, a lot of civilian personnel and, you know, contractors and all kinds of people that were there. And so they needed to upgrade the sewage system on the whole island. So they brought over MCB-9 from Point Magoo down by Oxnard there, the whole battalion, to redo the whole sewage system on the island. Well, I don't know how many guys are in a battalion, but there was a lot of them.
Yeah, it could be anywhere from 300 to 1,300.
There was a lot of them.
Yeah.
And they're all construction workers, you know. I mean, heavy equipment operators, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, if you're on a Navy base and you're in the service, I don't care if you're 16 years old, you can drink beer.
Yeah.
But if you want to drink alcohol, you have to be at least an E5 to drink alcohol. So it's called the AC-Doocy Club. Is what it is. It's E5 and 6 is what this is. So anyway, I was E5, so that's where I drink. I didn't drink with the younger guys. I drink with the older guys that have been in
Chiefs and
years. Yeah. So, you know, and it was a little nicer. It was a nicer little bar and everything. It had a restaurant, you know. I mean, they had food and everything in there for you and everything. So the thing is, you know, Cochrans can't drink. We just can't drink. I drink until I'm oblivion. I'm just so. Anyway, I would, you know, I didn't. Once my work was done, it was done. I didn't have anything else to do. I mean, I had a really knock job. So I would wind up early afternoon going over and have a beer, you know.
Okay.
And I didn't drink alcohol. I mean, I just drink beer, but I drink it in the AC-Doocy Club. So I go there and start drinking. Well, then these guys would get off like at 6 or so, get cleaned up and come over, and you know, I'm swacked and they're sober, you know, and so that's when it starts. So I almost every week I got in a fight. Almost every week, and I'd wake up in the brig. Every week I'd wake up, be in the brig. Well, if they don't have anybody that can advance you in rank, they can't demote you. So I couldn't.